Hey, how's it going everyone? This is Soul Striker and welcome back to a new Minecraft video tutorial, plugin tutorial actually. And so this is it's been a quick minute since I've been on Minecraft. It's been about a year, but all my previous videos have gotten a lot of comments and views and just people asking for more stuff. So I decided to come back and try it out because I do like making these videos quite a bit, and it's nice that people are still supporting. The community is still growing. It's been like 10 years since Minecraft has been out, and it's still pretty popular for the most part. But anyways, I'm gonna start making these tutorials again because I know a lot of people like them. But we got a great plugin for you guys called Murder Mystery. It is free on Spigot, which is the best ever. And so I will leave that link down in the description. Great developer's name is Plagiar. Great guy. I've been talking to him for a little bit. He also has a Patreon program, and I will explain that later on in the video. And I also want to give a shout out to my buddy SwiftBeats. He is an owner of a build team called Array, and they actually built this map. They don't have any free builds. They all do commissions and projects and everything. But he let me use this for showcasing this murder mystery map, and this is spectacular. It's a great map. They have awesome work. I will also leave their link down in the description. You guys can go check them out if you need some good high quality builds for your server, because they look really, really good, guys. So anyways, let's get right into the plugin tutorial. So this tutorial is on the plugin called Murder Mystery, and as I said, it's free download. Link will be down in the description. So I just want to point out a few things that you need to keep in mind when downloading this plugin. It is only for versions 1.11 through 1.14, so just keep that in mind. And also there's a required dependency plugin and holographic displays, which I will show you why you need that later on when we get more in depth into the tutorial. And then a few optional dependencies is Corpse Reborn, so when you kill a player when it lies flat on the ground. And then also leader heads and placeholder API are optional dependencies if you want to have stats and heads and just like scoreboard stuff. So just keep that in mind when you're installing this plugin. So let's get into the main command. Main command is /mm, so that just shows you the base command of your plugin. MMA or admin shows you the admin commands, so those are also helpful. So you got base commands and then you have your admin commands. So let's go ahead and create our arena. So create, and then I'm just going to call this YT. So now we have created YT, and it's super helpful because Plagiar has an awesome wiki, very, very clean, very straightforward. You can go check out all the commands and all the permissions on his wiki page, because it has it all laid out, and it's great, and it's very, very straightforward to use. So I'm going to go ahead and do YT and edit. This is the editor, and it has everything that you need. So this is ending, starting location, and it tells you what you need and what you don't have, which is great. I love how this is so easy and straightforward to set up. So I'm going to set my ending location. So this is where players will be teleported after they're going to be done. So it's sort of like the waiting lobby and ending lobby. So I'm just going to have it right here. So I go ahead and set that up. And then you just go the same command, YT edit, or the name of your arena, and then edit. And then now we can set a lobby location, so that's going to be the same place where I'm going to be standing is right here. So the lobby and also the ending position. So now we can go start adding spawns. So go ahead and fly down to this awesome map, and you can start adding spawns as many as you want. And this you can configure everything, how many players you want to be able to start the game. Obviously you want maybe like 4 or 5 or 3, depending on how big your server is, and then you can set as many spawns as you want as well. So we're gonna go in YT edit. So we're gonna go ahead and start a spawn right here. So as you see, it says it's not fully complete because we need to add 3 more spawns, so 4 total. So I'm just going to add 1 over here. And so this is great, guys. This is great. Really straightforward, pretty easy to follow for the most part. And then we'll come over here and add another spawn. I'm just kind of adding them randomly throughout the map. And then, as I said, you can increase this too, by the way. So now we got that, and as you see, this is the minimum size that we want. So you can either left click to decrease, right click to increase. So I'm going to set it, so now it is set to 3 or back to 2, which is great. And then the max player size, so we have 10, so you can left click or right click to change that. So we're going to skip these 2 steps real quick because that's adding a sign and then setting a map name. So I'm going to skip those steps right now because we'll do that a little bit later. And now we want to add a gold to wherever we want to be. So I'm going to add a gold right here, and then we'll fly over here and add gold over here. If you guys don't know, gold is for some like special perks where you collect gold. You can get a bow, you can get an arrow, just depending on how much you set it up. And you can buy like potions and cool stuff like that. So just keep that in mind when you're adding this gold. And then so now we have the gold spawn has been fully added. So then we got these really cool special blocks. So we got a mystery cauldron and we also got a confessional. So it's pretty cool. So make sure you add a lever within a 3-block radius of your enchantment table, because then you can do these prayers. You can get blessed or you can get cursed. So it's a pretty cool idea that I like. So now we can go ahead and add our mystery potions, and this is where holographic displays comes in, as you will see. So we'll just have to look at it. As you see, mystery potion is 1 gold. And then we'll come over here and look at the crafting table, and then we'll add it as well. So now it was added, so I'm going to give myself a lever real quick. So we'll just have to add a lever within a 3-block radius of the enchantment table. So as you see, you can click the lever and then to pray, and then you'll either get blessed or cursed. So that's pretty much it. So now we can go back to the lobby. And I'm just going to give myself a sign real quick. So we got a sign. Don't have to put anything on the sign. And then go back into your editor real quick. And then now we can add a sign, just like so. And the sign has been created. As you see, it says inactive because we haven't really registered the arena yet. So we'll go into our editor. And this is a little bit tricky. So we have a name tag. So make sure you give yourself a name tag. And then you'll need to drop the name tag over the name tag that's in the editor. But you don't want to replace it. So it's a little bit confusing, so I'm gonna give myself I'm gonna give myself a name tag. I have essential, so I can rename it. So I'm gonna add a color. So we'll do bold and Y. I still remember these from a year ago, and then YT. So we should have, there we go. So we got the YT arena. So now if we go back into our editor, so MMYT edit. Get your YT tag, and then you want to use your drop key to drop it in. You don't want to replace it or else it will mess it up. So you just want to use your drop key over it, and as you see, it will have changed. As you see, it is currently now named YT. So that's our map name. So we can go back into our editor. So we did all the special blocks, and then we set the gold, and we have our sign and everything. And then now we can go ahead and register our arena just like that. Alright, so now I have my alt on, and he already joined, so I'm going to go join right now. And then as you see, we have a nice boss bar scoreboard on the side, and then it's just waiting for some players. So I'm actually going to do MMA and then force start. So we can go ahead and force start. As you see, we got the nice little scoreboard, and the game has now started, and we have a nice scoreboard on the right hand side, and then also the boss bar on top. And as you see, the sword, I will probably get the sword most likely, and there we go, we got the sword. So as you see, we got the mystery potion cauldron, and we got the enchantment table looking good. So then after the game, you get teleported back to the main lobby, and that is it. That's pretty much it with this plugin, which is really cool. Sorry about that lag issue. My second account was causing some big FPS drop and everything. So but anyways, that's pretty much the plugin, and I want to give a shout out right now to Plager, who's the developer of this. All his plugins are free on Spigot, which is really great. And I'm going to give a shout out to his Patreon right now, and I'm going to cover that, and then we'll dive into the config. So here is his Patreon page. I will leave it down in the description. It's just a nice way of showing the developer that you're supporting him, and also he has some really cool programs set up to become a Patreon. So these are the 2 packages that he has for his Patreon supporter right now. So you got your Visionary and Minigame Insider. I'm just going to briefly go over the Minigame Insider real quick. So it's $3 per month, and you get some really cool things. You get a own little chat in Discord and pre-access to a lot of cool stuff. So now with his Patreon supporter, if you do that, this is what you get. So you get specific add-ons only for the Patreon supporters, which is really cool. So these are the different plugins that he has right now. And Village Defense and Build Battle are the 2 ones that are available for the add-ons for his Patreon supporters. He said he will be adding another add-on for Murder Mystery pretty soon, so just keep that in mind as well. But for Village Defense, I will be doing a plugin showcase here pretty soon, maybe in like a week or so, and then Build Battle as well, because he has some really cool plugins, really great plugins, high quality as well. So this is the Village enhancements that he has. So once you become a Patreon supporter, you'll get the downloads right here. And then you also have the support link where it shows all the commands and permissions on his wiki. And I really like his setup. It's very clean, very straightforward, very organized. You can follow it exactly. So I really like what he's doing with his program. As I said, it's still fairly new, but he's adding a lot more perks and a lot more features here in the upcoming future. So I just want to give a quick shout out to that because he has some really cool stuff going on. And then now we can get back and do the config. So here are all your files that you can configure inside your Murder Mystery folder, and here is the main config. This is pretty much true or false. Everything's really self-explanatory. You just read it if you want to enable certain things like Bungie or database or whatever. So just read through those. And then another big one is language. This is where you can change all your color codes. You can change everything inside the game, which is really cool. Everything is totally customizable, and that's what I love about plugins, when everything is fully customizable. So that's what I really like. So you got your main config, Bungie, and then if you want to add lobby items, if you want to change any items in there, and MySQL if you're using Bungie Cord, if you want all your stats to be transferred across, and then here are your rewards, so you can add specific commands or whatever you want, whatever plugin that you have for rewards, you can add it right there. And then special blocks, this is the other one where you can customize stuff. So here's your potions and whatever you want, and then you also check the Java docs for specific potion types, and you can add any custom potions that you want. So it's really cool how you can do that. So that's a brief synopsis of everything with the Murder Mystery. Hope you guys did enjoy this tutorial. It is a really cool plugin. It is free. I will leave all the links down in the description. I will see you guys next time. Peace.